Yo, what is up, AFC East Roundtable? Jets fans, Dolphins fans, and of course, we're probably going to have other fan base tuning in. But this is just going to be a Jets and Dolphins special. TD and I thought, hey, let's go live. The Jets and the Dolphins just wrapped up preseason. 53-man roster is going to get cut down on Tuesday. And we got a lot to talk about with these New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. So, TD, what's up, man?
What's up, man? I'm good, man. I'm just excited about the season. Super Bowl vibes in Miami. You know what time it is.
Super Bowl vibes, same TD. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, guys, we thought this Sunday night, I was bored, TD was bored, and we're like, hey, let's just go live and talk some Jets and talk some Dolphins. And that's the beautiful thing about this channel is we want to do more streams like this. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're tuning in new to the AFC East Roundtable. And, of course, smash that like button on the show right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We see you guys. Let's freaking go. The season is coming, TD. Preseason is finally over. The next time we talk football, it's going to count.
Yes, it definitely is, man. I'm actually nervous for the season to come up, man. It's a lot, man. This is a lot. The Dolphins, we've never been in this position. We don't know what to expect. A lot of speculation on what we're going to be, what we're not going to be. But, I'm going to be honest. 2 weeks is too long for me right now.
Oh my God.
I want to kick off tomorrow. But we got 7 days before. Wait, when is the first game?
A week from this Thursday.
Okay, so about 11 days. 11 days,
Woo!
and then at least we get football.
Chiefs, Lions kick off football, and then we got the Dolphins, Chargers next, and then AFC's Roundtable event, week number 1, Bills, Jets. We only have one ticket left, so if you guys want to come to that, buy your tickets. And if you are already coming to the game, week 1, MetLife Stadium, we're doing a tailgate. And if you guys can want to come to the tailgate, we have tickets available for that. So let us know. Now, I want to get into preseason recap last night. TD, I know that some unfortunate tragedy happened in the game. I was not able to watch the Miami Dolphins game yesterday. So what did you see from the starters? I know that the game got cut short. So why don't you just give your quick little recap of what you saw from that game yesterday?
Well, first and foremost, rookie wide receiver Dawood Davis, he went down. He took a little hit in the upper body, and he was laid face down on the field. He couldn't move at the time. They put him on a stretcher, strapped him down. But the good thing is we got great news later that night, and today he's back in the facilities. He has movement in all his extremities. He's good now. He is in concussion protocol. So it's a little scary thing remembering what happened last year with Damar Hamlin, and then what happened in that Patriots game. So it's positives coming out of that everything is okay. So we did cancel the game with 8 minutes left. They didn't want to see the greatest comeback of all time, which is all good. They canceled the game because I did not want what happened to happen, but I got to be honest with you. I had a little bet on BetUS, and it was not going well. It was not going well, Richie. So when this happened and the game got canceled, they gave the money back and they gave a little more. I don't know why. I ain't answering no questions. So it was all good.
Shout out to BetUS.
Yeah, salute to BetUS, who is sponsoring this stream. So make sure y'all go check them out. We'll talk more about that later. But the game, Richie, I got to be honest with you. I was not happy at all. The Miami Dolphins, the first team offense is just fine. On that first drive, we had a bad snap that was too high, negative. We were like 2nd and 35. So that the first drive stalled because of that, just like the Jets' first drive stalled, but that's neither here nor there. After that, the starters came out, they did their thing, they start cooking. We couldn't punch it in the end zone from the red zone area. We kicked the field goal. Then we took 2 out after that. But our defense is very concerning right now. They just ran the ball all over us with Etienne, and Trevor Lawrence was slicing and dicing. But a large part of that could be because our 2 top nose tackles in the middle on the defense were not playing. One is holding out for contract. The other has a minor injury. They want to save him for the regular season. And he's the one who just got his contract extension today. Zach Zeiler got a 3-year, 38 point something $million extension. So they got away with paying him about 13 annually, which is a steal in my opinion, because I believe he's worth about the 16 to 18 million based off his production. But he's not a first round pick. We didn't draft him. We gave him an opportunity. So we got a team friendly deal in my opinion. So now hopefully we can secure the deal with Christian Wilkins, because I know it's going to be every bit of about $21 million potentially. We'll see, we're getting nervous in that regard. So our issues last night could have been because of simply those things right there. But we definitely got to tighten up in the secondary. Overall, it wasn't nothing to tell us last night, unless they don't get their act together. Okay. So I think we'll be ready. 2 weeks to get prepared, and I think we'll be ready for the regular season.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question is, do you think that this Dolphins team is ready for it to start counting?
This very second, I'm going to say no, and not because I don't think we're going to, if the season started today, like we're going to lose or anything. But at the same token, we're not ready because we're not healthy.
Yeah.
We got multiple starters sitting there on the sideline, hadn't been playing for the last 2 weeks, and all we keep hearing is they'll be available for week one. They'll be available for week one. We heard that last year with Byron Jones, and we didn't see him all season. So, but there's multiple guys, Jalen Waddle, how important he's going to be to slice up Sauce Gardner. You got Teron Armstead, how important he's going to be to stop that Jets pass rush. We got just several guys. I mean, it's up and down the roster, a whole bunch of guys right now not playing, but they say they'll be ready for week one. We just hope that's the case. So we're ready, but we're not ready. We're waiting on these 2 weeks so they can, get up to speed 100%. And I think we'll be ready to rock and roll.
All right. That's interesting stuff to hear, man. So we got some Dolphins fans in the chat saying, Richie, we didn't look good. So overall, I feel like Dolphins fans are not satisfied with what they saw yesterday. And obviously, you need to get healthy before you get your confidence back. And that's what the Jets right now. Luckily, the Jets are coming out with really healthy heading into week number one. We're finally getting to see our offensive line. Yesterday, Mekhi Becton officially named the starting right tackle, and he was out there for the first time with the starters, and he looked freaking amazing out there. And we're getting our starting left tackle back, who did not practice at all this entire training camp. 38-year-old veteran Dwayne Brown. The interior is all healthy, so luckily for the Jets, this offensive line is healthy at the right time. We have not seen Breece Hall or Dalvin Cook yet. Both of those players did not play yesterday. But getting into what we saw from the Jets game last night, TD, it was the first time we got to see Aaron Rodgers suit up with the Jets. Listen, from a Jets fan, you can understand how exciting it was to see Aaron Rodgers go out there, and even pregame warm-ups, I'm just looking at the TV like, oh my God, he's actually a Jet. Like, people don't get Jets fans' infatuation with Aaron Rodgers so much because we've been through misery after misery quarterback, so we just don't know what it's like to have a signal caller at the level of Aaron Rodgers. And just seeing him out there, even making a bad pass, I love watching Aaron Rodgers play football for the New York Jets. It's just still amazing to see. So that was awesome. The starstruck ability, just getting him out there, getting that Jets debut, coming out healthy, which is the number one priority, right? Because that's the biggest fear amongst Jets fans after hearing that Rodgers was playing in the game. Oh, should he play? He can't get hurt in a meaningless game. No, right? We always go to the negative. He came out clean, and everything went well. So, my overall thoughts, though, of the starters, TD, with Aaron Rodgers. Ooh, that touchdown pass. Ooh, that was something special. I mean, the first drive stalled because of a Randall Cobb freaking penalty. Randall Cobb thought this was 2010 illegal crack block. Boom. I'm like, okay, Cobby, what are you doing? You're a smart play. You saw that play?
Bobby McCain, yeah.
Dude, that was wild. I was like, Randall Cobb, that's not who you are. And then that kind of stalled the drive. And then the second drive got a little more momentum, another penalty. But then Garrett Wilson goes down the right sideline, draws the PI. And then the next play, this is where Aaron Rodgers cooks, baby. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line, or 15-yard line, I believe. And Aaron Rodgers sees the Giants stacking the box, and he looks at Garrett Wilson with a little signal, because the play was our handoff, by the way. It was supposed to be a run to the right side. He saw the Giants stacking the box. He saw man coverage, and this was the exact example of Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams, but this time it's Garrett Wilson with these signals. He's like, hey, fade route. And then Rodgers just flips that thing. I know it's against backups, and I'm not saying oh my God, we're going to be on unstoppable. But that throw and that catch just shows you the cadence and shows you how in sync they are. And I'm not taking this offense going up against the Giants backups and thinking we're back. This is the first time Jets fans gets an opportunity to see what this offense looks with Aaron Rodgers. And it's exciting to see they actually connected on a touchdown. And like the fact that he was able to throw that ball with timing like that, getting into the hands of Garrett Wilson with the late hands up, away from the receiver, beautiful connection. That's going to be a lethal connection for the entire season. It was exciting, man. And seeing that, bro, you probably saw my reaction. I posted all over social media, and I was losing myself. I couldn't contain myself, even though it was preseason, TD. That's how excited I am.
Richie, you got to stop lying to the people, man.
What am I lying about?
That was the only good throw Aaron Rodgers threw all night. That bum was missing wide open crossing routes. Overthrew the man wide open by 40 feet, man. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. It was a dime. I like the touchdown, and I saw him give him the little signal. That's the type of stuff that the veteran brings. That's what Aaron Rodgers is going to bring. And now you got Garrett Wilson. It's like, okay, I see what this can be. Because you can't expect Zach to be doing that.
Never, bro.
You can't expect none of those guys to make. They're going to run the play that was called, and now you got Aaron Rodgers. He runs what he wants to do. He sees that opportunity. That's his bread and butter. And I'm gonna be honest. Jets fans should be very excited about seeing that type of connection because all it takes is that one play in the game. That one play in the game that'll make the difference in the regular season. But outside of that, Aaron Rodgers was average. He was mid. Ain't nobody finna sit here and go
only
crazy.
Two drives.
Only two drives. Don't get me wrong. I get it. Same with Tua. I like what I saw, but it was a short little sample size.
And that's the thing with preseason. We got these short sample sizes, and you don't want to get too excited about the good things. You don't want to get too low on the bad things. It just gives us fans an opportunity to see what this team looks like with the Dolphins year 2 with McDaniels, with this offense. You like to see the rhythm and the cadence of everything. And, this is Rodgers' debut, right? We went through the whole preseason with just Zach Wilson, so it was exciting just to see what does it look like with him. How does he get rid of the ball? What does it look like with Garrett Wilson? And, the fact that he gets rid of that ball fast, he had some bad throws. Yes, he did. But overall, man, it was exciting. And then quickly, go on.
Aaron's not going to be the issue, Richie. He's going to be fine. He's going to do his job for y'all. He's going to give you what you brought him in to give. But I don't know why you sitting here hyping that O-line. That first drive stalled because of the O-line. Aaron Rodgers throwing it in the dirt. Man, that O-line wasn't great in that first drive.
They were sending 0 blitzes. I mean, the running back... What do you expect an offensive line to contain? It was our running back who wasn't able to contain Isaiah Simmons.
I agree.
Wink Martindale was throwing freaking crazy 0 blitzes on us in the preseason.
But Aaron Rodgers did pick up a few of them, hitting the back out of the backfield and stuff like that. So, but they did keep throwing it, and that's what was shocking, But I told people on my channel because the one thing I'm not going to disrespect when it comes to the Jets, I can call Aaron Rodgers washed all day, even if I don't mean it. I can, say sauce is trash, even though I do mean it. I could talk all that stuff, but the one thing that I know I'll never disrespect when it comes to the Jets, and I keep saying it on my channel, and they hate it. They get mad at me. That D-line, man.
Woo, I'm so happy you brought that up.
That D-line, I just keep on watching them, and they never disappoint. They are, even the second string guys, they are all in the backfield. And even if you get the playoff, they're back there in time to still push you hard on the ground. And I ain't gonna lie, last night, I think it was Johnson or one of them.
Jermaine Johnson?
Yeah, last night.
That one-handed sack?
He can't, no, this wasn't a sack. He came on a stunt. And the guy got rid of the ball, and he just slightly pushed him with his hand at the end. And the guy fell so hard to the ground, and I was just like, no, not Tua, not Tua. Oh, they're going to be hitting them anyway. And I ain't going to lie. When I was watching that D-line, all I could think about was Tua. How we're going to have to protect. And it's going to be interesting because I want to see how I'm going to be honest. I'm happy that we play y'all later in the season, because we get to settle in, or y'all can get enough injuries. Not wishing on you, but it is what it is.
No, that's true.
I do. I'm glad that it's later in the season because the circumstances now will never be the case later on. We'll see. I just know that pass rush.
And that's our baby. That's what Robert Saleh was brought here to do.
I know.
Do you remember how the 49ers went to the Super Bowl? Was it their
Yeah.
offense? No, it was their
No.
freaking disgusting defensive
This goes
line
all the way back
with
to
the
the Bears
49ers.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Listen.
And like that's what Joe Douglas has been building since Robert Saleh came here. He wanted a 10-man deep rotation. The 10th man on this Jets defensive line is going to make impacts. The 9th and the 7th and the 6th, not just the top guys.
And that's why I look at it as like, man, because these guys may survive injuries because they're going to be rotating. And it's like they got the depth and quality to rotate and keep these guys fresh. It's just, you're going to have to run a hurry up on the Jets and then hope that you can sustain keeping those guys on the field and trying to wear them out. But, man.
And that was the first time, TD, we actually saw a starting defense. All the starters have been not playing. First time we saw Sauce, DJ Reed, CJ Mosley, Quinnen Williams, John Franklin Myers, like the actual starters, our two safeties, Whitehead and Tony Adams. And we only saw 7 plays of them. And hey, listen, we're going up against the backup offense for the New York Giants. So what should a starting caliber elite Jets defense do to a backup offense, TD? They should dominate them, and that's exactly what they did. And I'm not going to start popping champagne. Oh, the Jets defense looks elite. But when Robert Saleh was asked in the press conference, you said going into this game, the Jets defense was you want to see them get like 20, 25 snaps, and they had 7. Why is that? And Robert Saleh gave a little smirk, and he's like, "They're ready. Pull them early." I loved when he said that.
Ain't nobody worried about them bums. They still bums.
Dude, and when he said that, I got chills. Like, yes, Saleh, you know they're ready. We don't need to risk any injuries. We don't need Quinnen out there. We don't need Sauce out there. Let's get them ready. And TD, you're going to see it first, and this is something you can agree with. You're going to see with your own eyes this Jets defense of these psychopaths on this defensive line. Get after Josh Allen, baby. Week 1.
Hold on. So Quinnen wasn't out there?
He was, just for like 7 snaps.
Okay.
Quinnen was out
like,
there.
I thought I saw him. But let me say this. Okay, your defensive line. Okay, good. Okay, be happy. But Sauce out there getting sauced every chance he gets.
Oh, my gosh.
Sauce, I told you that bum is a bum.
He gets sauced?
Yeah, he
3
was.
targets, 0 catches.
He keep getting sauced. He keep lucking out. The guy, he got sauced and he overthrew it. He made one little good play on a little out route on the side or whatever.
It was a go route, nice, beautiful, one-handed. He threw a layup up to our safety to pick it off, and he couldn't get him.
Nope, you ain't gonna sell me on this, Richie. Sauce out there getting sauce. He finna he's going down this year.
I mean, I'll tell you this. There is a chance that he regresses this year simply because of how freaking good he was last year. I mean, he was basically perfect last year, minus, you want him to see more interceptions. Leading the league in pass deflections, giving up 0 touchdowns. What more do you want from a corner? I mean, he's destined to give up a touchdown eventually.
Say it with me, chat. Overrated.
First team All-Pro.
Oh, my gosh. That's his one and only.
First team All-Pro. And if he's a second team All-Pro this year, I'll be happy, baby. I want to give a big shout out to Cappy the Penguin with the $10 super chat. Fins are a hot mess. I'm following Richie and the Jets this year. Let's go! We got Fins fans transitioning.
Hold on. Cappy, don't do me like that. Cappy, don't do me like that, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Cappy the homie, man. Like every game, I be doing my stream for the game play-by-play coverage. And I just be sitting there, and Cappy always come through. He give a donation. I be like, Cappy, here we can get started, baby.
Shout out to Cappy, man. We appreciate you showing love to the channel for sure.
He said he following the Jets. And Cappy, man, don't get off the ship. This is Super Bowl year. Don't do it, Cappy. You can't leave me, man.
I love it. Shout out to Cappy, baby. So, that's really the preseason recap, right? The Jets got to see our starters. Outside of that, Zach Wilson continued to show signs of progression as our backup quarterback. And then we got some, players fighting for some roster spots. So that's what I want to segue into. We're not going to give you our list of 53 people we're going to think that's going to make the team, but the Jets and the Dolphins both have to make some harsh decisions of making some roster cuts. And from the Jets' sake of things, as you guys saw, Corey Davis decided to walk away from the game, and that opens up a roster spot for our wide receiver room, right? We have 4 wide receivers that are making the team, no doubt about it. Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Hardman, and Randall Cobb. But now, outside of those 4, we got some undrafted free agents that are actually looking pretty darn good in camp and preseason that I think is going to make the team. If you guys watched the preseason last night, Xavier Gipson had 7 catches. He really separated himself, catching the ball, making people miss in the open field. I think Xavier Gipson is going to make the team for this New York Jets. But that's really the big position that a lot of Jets fans are looking at as wide receiver. Who's going to make that wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6 spot? And other than that, man, I think it's pretty set around the league. Running backs, I think Bam Knight's going to be the odd man out. D-line, we're going to have to cut Tanzel Smart, unfortunately, who is the star of Hard Knocks, the Carcucci board. Sorry, Tanzel Smart. Hopefully you do not get claimed that we can get you back on our practice squad, but you're definitely not making the team because of how freaking deep this defensive line is. But other than that, TD, I want to get your thoughts. What's a position on the Dolphins that's like really going to be a big decision for Will Grier and the Dolphins front office to make some tough decisions to make in terms of roster cuts?
That's a great question. A big part of it is going to be in the secondary because we just got two guys who are like on IR and hurt back. So, and they're kind of like priority because of how they played last year, but they didn't get to show anything in camp. So we got some decisions to make with the back end of the roster. At the cornerback position, I actually did a whole stream on Bleacher Report about it. But I think guys like Justin Bevel, Trill Williams, Nick Needham, all of those guys, Keon Croson, Elijah Campbell, those guys, they all fighting for those back end positions. Also, an area that's going to have to be decided is the wide receiver group as well.
Is Chosen Anderson like making that team?
Yeah. He's probably number 3.
Oh, wow. Ahead of Berrios?
Yeah, he's probably all right. Between him and Berrios, those are our 4. Tyreek Waddle, Chosen, Berrios.
That's so wild.
That's our 4.
And let me correct myself. I call your GM Will Grier. Sorry.
Grier.
It's Chris Grier. My apologies.
He gonna be Will if he don't get Jonathan Taylor in here. But yeah, Taylor's coming. He'll be here within the next 2 days.
Oh, we'll get into that as well. But Awesome LA says, "Hey TD, take my advice. Let the girl be a Chiefs fan."
Get out of here, man. Talk about my daughter. Get out of here.
Glenn, $5 super chat. When we get 300 likes by the end of the stream, I give 10 memberships. Wow, Glenn. Now, I don't think this is possible because this isn't the usual Wednesday night show. But, guys, if we get 300 likes by the end of the show, Glenn is going to gift 10 people in the chat memberships. And as you guys know, Glenn is a man of his word, absolute man of his word. So, guys, if you want a free membership on Glenn, hit that like button right now, and when we do get to 300,
we can get 300. Like right now, hit the freaking like button. If all you got to do if you're on your phone, remove the chat, hit the like, bring the chat back. It's that simple. So punch the like button. We finna literally wait for 15 seconds on y'all to hit the like button.
We got 138.
If you love the AFC East Roundtable, hit the like button. If you represent the Dolphins, Bills, Pats, or Jets, hit the like button. I know y'all love this content. I know y'all love us coming together, talking our trash and going at each other, man. And we've talked about this before, Richie. This channel is going absolutely crazy in support, and we've all been more than grateful to everybody. So this is an opportunity. A lot of people always message us saying, hey, I wish I could donate, but I can't. Well, hit the like button. That is helping the channel, and not just with Glenn, but it's helping overall. And Glenn is stepping up, doing some big things too. So, hey, let's get those 300 likes so that he can make some of you guys members, and you could go ahead and help him show love to the channel. So look at that. We went from 100 likes to 182 in 1 minute. So as we continue this show, hit that like button, y'all. We're going to get 300 today. We can do it.
I love it. Cordeezy says fins up with the $2. Appreciate it. Brandon, Glenn, I want a membership. Go Jets. All right, well, yes. Glenn, give Brandon a membership since he sent in a nice $2 super chat. He deserves one.
And let us know in the comment section if you hit the like button. Put a thumbs up in the comment section. Appreciate you guys.
Let's go. Now, TD, before we get into the next segment of Jonathan Taylor, because I want to talk about that, let's hear from BetUS, because nice. BetUS, as you guys know, folks, is the proud sportsbook sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable, not just for this show, but for the entire season. We are so excited to announce this partnership up with BetUS. If you guys want to click that link that's pinned at the top of the chat or down below in the description, you guys get a 125% sign-up bonus right when you sign up. That basically means you put $100 down, you get $225 to play with. You put $200 down, you get $450 to play with, bro. So you get a lot of great stuff, but I do have to remind you guys, please bet responsibly because we do have these awesome promos to give you guys. So we are going to trust that you guys will use these promo codes with responsibility. And if you guys have any issues with gambling, there is a hotline to reach out to. And of course, you can always reach out to me or TD if you feel like there's any issues you're having with gambling. So what I want to highlight today, TD, on BetUS is the week 1 lines across the NFL, because now we can actually look at them and they make sense, because the next time NFL football is being played, it freaking counts, baby. So let's go game by game. Not even just Jets, Dolphins. So week 1, Lions, Chiefs, that's what's starting off. If you were putting money on the spread here, it's -6.5 for the Chiefs, +6.5 for the Lions. Do you think the Lions are covering that?
Well, for the people that don't understand, +6.5 for the Lions, right?
Yeah.
So that means they can still lose. They just can't lose by more than 6.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
I think the Lions,
if they keep it a close, if the Lions keep it close, then they cover.
I think the Lions are going to cover it. They are a much improved team. They're going to scare Kansas City. Kansas City's going to tweak it out late, but the Lions are going to cover. Or they also have the potential to go ahead and upset Kansas City as well. I truly do believe that's possible. That money line is very enticing to take a chance on the Detroit Lions even upsetting them, because Kansas City, they've done that at times early in the season. Lucky for them, they've played a lot of bad teams to be able to recover late in games, but they've struggled for the last few years early in the season. This is one right here where the Chiefs could really, really have the Super Bowl blues and be upset. I would actually take a risk on this with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I agree. I think I love the Chiefs a lot, just in terms of like how good they are, but I think the Lions are going to come out there and make it pesky, even if they lose, right? Even if they make it a 3-point L or 4-point L or even a 6-point L, they cover at +6.5. So I'm definitely going to agree with you on there. I agree. I do have to give a big shout out, because we just got a $25 Patreon member on the channel. Meet Big Al. Woodmark Big Al. Wow.
Salute to you, Big Al. What's up, homie?
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate that. Guys, if you want to come on to the Patreon membership, that's down below in the description. Let's do it. The next game is Panthers-Falcons.
I have no interest. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, so I got the Falcons in this game. I think they could cover that -3.5, personally. I think they'll win by 4 or more. Texans-Ravens, I mean, that's a 10-point favorite. That's a big point spread. That's a lot.
Texans, Ravens?
Yeah, but look at that. It's 10 points. You think the Ravens beating them by more than 10?
The Ravens about to stomp a hole in the Texans, man. Man, Ravens are probably going to blow them out, bro. They're going to put that brand new shiny car out there, Lamar Jackson, and they're going off, bro. They're going to be up by 20 at halftime, in my opinion, Richie. It's a wrap, bro.
I agree. Bengals-Browns, that's a great week 1 matchup.
That's 1 o'clock. I'll probably stream that game. I may stream Bengals-Browns. You get to see. Is Burrow going to be ready?
That's a great question. I have no idea. What's the update with him?
That's the determining factor. I thought I heard he'll be ready for the regular season, but I haven't heard any updates to know if that's going to be the case or not. I'm pretty sure our chat knows more than us, so let us know in the comment section. Have you heard if Burrow's going to be ready or not? Trust me, Richie. I lean on the chat. They be knowing, man. They know.
I know. I agree. The chat helps me out with a lot. Jaguars, Colts. I got the Jaguars in this. I think that's going to be in Anthony Richardson's debut. I don't see him winning that game.
Yeah, Jags will take this. They're gonna start saying that they're dominating the division. They're gonna start trying to prove that. Somebody said, "Can you bet in Florida?" It's a go, baby.
Yes, sir.
It is a go.
Florida. So if you click that link, you'll get 125% sign up bonus, Sam.
And we need 81 more likes. We got 391 people in here. We just need 81 more likes, and Glenn's gonna take care of the channel with 10 gifts of memberships to some of you guys. Woo. So hit the like button for the new people who just came in. Help us get to 300 likes. Thank y'all so much.
Mr. D says, how many ex-Jets are on the Dolphins right now? Also, this year, the Jets will be sweeping the Patriots and taking the division. Frickin' go Jets. Love that energy. There's a lot of ex-Jets on the Dolphins, bro. You guys are becoming another...
How many?
You got Braxton Berrios, Chosen Anderson, Mike White. Is Dan Feeney going to make that team? Dan Feeney?
No.
Okay, I was about to say he's trash. If he does, that really tells you how bad your offensive line is.
I don't have him making well I might be wrong.
Yeah, Dan Finney's making that.
He's
team.
actually on my 53.
Yeah,
I'm looking at my 53. He's right on the back end.
Oh
of
yeah.
my
So
53.
that's 4 Jets. Am I missing anybody? I think that's it. Let me know if I missed anybody in the chat, guys. But we have Mike White, Braxton Berrios, Chosen, and Dan freaking Feeney.
Yeah, I mean, you just named all these little backups and stuff, not even starters. We just use some little y'all sprinkles, y'all. You know, it ain't nothing serious.
I love it. Glenn, when I gift a membership, it is totally random. I do not have any control where the gift goes. The moderators set the parameters. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, if you guys want a random opportunity to get a membership, click that like button. When we get to 300 likes, Glenn will gift 10 people memberships. Thank you so much.
61 more likes, guys. We're moving there. We're almost there. Let's go.
Let's get it. All right, let's just do win or lose, and we're not going to go over the spreads. Bucks,
Okay.
Vikings.
Vikings, easy.
Titans, Saints.
Titans, easy.
Derek Carr's debut. Niners, Steelers. That's a great game.
I was just going to say that's a tough one. I got to go with San Francisco, but, man, that could be an upset. But I got San Francisco.
Yeah, I think the Steelers could low-key upset with Tomlin at home.
Man, they could upset anyone.
Anytime.
The way that team
The Steelers are the most underrated team ever. Like can you believe that Mike Tomlin has never had a losing record his entire
Never been under 500 in over
I don't
10
understand
years.
how that's possible, bro. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Cardinals, Commanders. What a wash.
Commanders.
Game.
Anybody
Who the hell
playing
cares?
the Cardinals. Well, I mean, don't sleep on the Commanders.
I know, but just the Cardinals makes me feel like who cares about that game?
Yeah,
That's why.
every week. You get your money on that.
Packers, Bears. Ooh.
That's a great one. And
I like the
think
Packers coming out and ruining the home opener with Jordan Love.
Bears are so loaded. Well, who's at home?
Bears.
Bears are so loaded when you look at it. They're just young, but the Packers, man,
Jordan
that's
Love.
a great game. That'll actually be a great game that I don't care about. Are they in the same division?
Yeah, that's a division.
Wow, you talk about a nice week 1 for that division. I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Bears.
Raiders, Broncos, another good divisional game.
Broncos, they're gonna bounce back this year. They're gonna win 11 games.
Chargers, Dolphins.
Yeah, that's easy. You might well move past that. Probably about 60 points we'll win.
60 points.
You ain't gotta hate Richie.
Justin Herbert, fresh off the extension. Better prove why.
He got his money now. He gonna bum it.
Eagles, Patriots. Let's see the Eagles stomp them, please.
Yeah, they are.
Come on, seriously, though.
It'll be interesting, though, because I think that defense might make it interesting for Philly as an opener. You know, Super Bowl blues, opening week. You never know what you're going to get in that situation.
True that. Rams, Seahawks. I think the Seahawks got that.
Seahawks, yeah.
Cowboys, Giants. Ooh.
Cowboys will win the first game versus
Cowboys
the Giants.
own the Giants, by the way, in terms of it's kind
Where
of.
is this? Where is this?
This is in New York.
Giants get the W.
That's gonna be a big win if they
Giants gonna win. This is what they do, man. They're gonna swap it.
And here we go. The AFC East Roundtable event. It all comes down to Monday night.
I can't
Jets,
give you that one
Bills,
yet.
bro.
I can't give you that one yet. I'm waiting for that Monday night at the tailgate party to give you my prediction.
I love that. Guys, everyone in the chat, who you got? Jets, Bills. Let's hear it. Jets, Bills.
Jets or Bills, and we need 44 more likes. We are almost at 300. I told you we can get there, Richie.
All right, I'm underestimating the chat right now.
Yes,
Jets
so
by
hit that
3.
like button.
T. Rivera says, "Hey Richie, what up, TD? Let's go Jets. Hey TD, stop lying. You saw enough from AR to get scared off your line, and our defensive line beast mode. Baby TD, we coming for you,
bro." T. Rivera, you just make sure you stick around now. You just make sure you stick around.
Oh, he's
this
sticking around.
season's gonna be very telling. I don't see. This is what I don't like, Richie. All Jets fans have woke up. And they are out here poking their chests out like no other. They aren't shameful of it. They are proud of it. They are unapologetic about it. Just make sure you still around when you're 6-11. Just make sure you still around when you're 6-11.
Ain't happening. I'm not letting it happen. I'm not letting that nonsense be spewed. 6 wins.
Yeah, we'll see.
Regressing? That's with Aaron Rodgers healthy?
Week 1, they're going to be all over the round table. By week 5, week 6, it's going to be 4% Jets fans.
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, man, I just want to get 3-3 by the bye. That's what I want.
What up, Vic? I see you in the comment section, man. Richie, we're only 27 away from 300 likes.
27 away. Reminder, folks, when we hit 300 likes, Glenn is going to gift 10 people memberships. So if you want a free membership for a chance, hit that thumbs up button for free.
And we got 427 people watching right now. Ain't no reason why you shouldn't have it.
And also, while you're hitting some buttons, I'm going to turn subscriber-only mode on because I only want subscribers talking in the chat because the loyal ones subscribe to the freaking channel, baby. How many subscribers are we at? We are at
8,345. Wow.
I would love to see us get 9K. Probably not going to hit 9K before the season, but
we can
10K mid-season is what we need. By October, give me 10K.
Go share the video. Let other people know about the channel, man. Hey, we're 9 away from 300, Richie.
What? You guys
9 likes away.
Glenn, I hope you're ready.
Likes. 7 likes away from 300 likes. 5 likes away from 300 likes, Richie. It's a wrap, man. I told you, Richie. 4 likes away. We might
Glenn, get those memberships ready. I don't even know how this works. How do you even get memberships?
1 away. And I know some lucky 300 is a 302. We just crossed the threshold, Richie.
We just exploded by.
Yes, on a Sunday night, we got almost 450 people watching. That's what's up, man.
I think we got to do this more often. Well, Sunday Night Football is going to be a thing, so forgot about that.
Well, you know what? Maybe once a week we can pick a game where we just talking through it, as we're watching it. That'll be pretty dope.
That would be cool. All right, here we go. Chris 716, congratulations. Kevin Lee, Stay Zooted 28. JD DeGreat, Arik and Mayer Vlogs, Kylie, Chris, Infrared, Jonathan, and Brian. Congratulations on behalf of Glenn. Thank you so much, Glenn, for blessing our
Glenn,
chat.
for blessing those guys with memberships, man. All 10 of you, y'all should be thankful to let Glenn know you're appreciated, man. TD, are we getting Jonathan Taylor? Of course, we're going to talk about that in the segment coming up soon.
Yeah, let's talk about that now. So I think it's funny. I feel like I've been watching the Dolphins fan base on loop. Started off with Dalvin Cook, just in terms of being like obsessive of getting him, rightfully so. He goes to the Jets, and now the new player is available, same position. You're going all in to get him. And I keep seeing rumors. Oh, the Dolphins are all in. They rejected it. This team's involved. This team's involved. I drafted Jonathan Taylor in one of my fantasy leagues. So I hope he doesn't go to the Dolphins. But what's your optimism level realistically? Give me an objective perspective of this, TD. I'm curious. What are the teams you are in competition for landing him?
We're not in competition with any team. Here's the reality. We put an offer out there that was actually fair. Okay, it's not what they're looking for, but it was fair. They rejected it because they had 3 other teams that were in the pool at the moment. One of them's backed out. The other 2 made their offers, and their offers weren't even as good as ours. That's what the latest is on that situation. Now, with that being said, we still had the best offer on the table. So right now, it's a game of chicken. Are you going to pay the man, or are you going to go ahead and give him to us? And Chris Greer's not going to budge at this point because he believes that we made the best offer and we're just waiting on the Colts. If you want to keep them, fine, we'll move on, But the Miami Dolphins, we have made a fair offer. And now it's easy for fans like myself. I'm going to be honest. I'm one of those fans that say, screw it, throw in a little something else. Just get them.
What's the package, though?
They want a first. From my understanding, we offered the equivalence of like a second and a late round pick, which is, again, it's fair given the injury history, given the fact that you have to pay him and your relationship is soured and he wants out. That's leverage for any team trading for him, and we've already given the best offer of anybody else. Now, I'm one of those people that's like, screw it, give them the first that they want, because we screwed up anyway. We drafted Noah Igbenogany, who has been absolutely terrible 3 years in a row at the cornerback position. He's looking better in camp this year, but I'll wait till I see it in the regular season. We drafted this man when Jonathan Taylor was still on the board at like 30. Jonathan Taylor was still on the board, and we drafted Noah Igbenogany instead of him. And everybody on draft night got so happy when we were on the clock and Jonathan Taylor was still on the board. We went absolutely insane. We're about to get Jonathan Taylor, and they drafted Noah Igbenogany. So you were supposed to waste the first on him anyway to begin with. And at least you know what he's capable of in the league now. You don't have to worry about using the first for a guy. I hope he's not a bust. We already know he's not going to be a bust in the league. So I'm one of those people, screw it. Give him the first and let's call it a day. But Chris Greer, he's the general manager. That's why he get paid the big bucks. He got that second and whatever late round pick sitting out there, and take it or leave it right now. And now the Colts are sitting there scratching their head like, what do we do? Do we call a bluff and just deal with it? Because it's only two options for them: pay the man or send him to the Dolphins at this point. And because everybody's saying, no, the Bears are in it, they just came out and said they are out of the race.
Woo. Well, JD the Great, big shout out, $20. Fins will shock everyone in the roundtable and win the division. Fins up.
It ain't just that, JD the Great. The Super Bowl, baby. We're going to shock the world, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, he's going to say that every single year.
And somebody said, TD, you drafted twice before Jonathan Taylor. 3 times. That was the Tua, Austin Jackson, and Noah Igbenogany draft. So, and both of those guys have been rough, Austin Jackson and Noah. So, we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's interesting, man. I think that the Dolphins, if they don't get this done, I don't know how your fan base is going to react. I really don't. I don't think your fan base can handle Jonathan Taylor getting traded somewhere else. We'll
move on. I think it'll be a problem if he gets traded in the AFC. But he's most likely to be traded to the NFC if it doesn't work out with the Dolphins. Well, at least we're hoping. Because here's the thing, Richie. I have a different philosophy than most people about the AFC right now. I got to be honest with y'all. We can't bank on, like, you got to win the division, bro. You can't think that, we're going to be beating up on each other. We got a tough schedule. I see teams like the Titans, the Denver Broncos getting in a wild card before us because their schedules aren't as hard. Like, I don't even know if 10 wins will get you in this year. I don't even know if 10 will get you in. People need to realize 2 years ago, the Dolphins won 10 games and didn't make the playoffs in an easier season because it was only 16 games. Now you got 17 games. I think this year 10 may not even get you in. I think you have to have 11. So you either win a division or you're going to be in a crowded field with a whole bunch of teams that got a much easier schedule than you.
Yeah, that's
true. That's what I'm concerned about for the Dolphins. You got to win a division or you're going to be looking around at all of these other teams winning 11 games and they didn't even win their own division and they get in before you. So,
wow.
Jonathan Taylor makes all that difference. One more game.
Are the Eagles a team to look out for? Someone in the chat saying so.
They are, and they would definitely return back to the Super Bowl if that happened, in my opinion. I really do think so.
DeAndre Swift and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, it's overkill, but that's how they won the Super Bowl last time. Remember, the Dolphins traded Jay Ajayi, our starter, to the Eagles. That year they won the Super Bowl. He was our starter. He had like 4 games of 200-plus yards, and he was their backup. So they know the blueprint. When you go all in, you go all in. Especially when you have a quarterback on a rookie deal. I know he got his money, but right now the triggers are still cheap for them. So if they were to get Jonathan Taylor, man, the Eagles, man, they're going right back to the Super Bowl.
Hey, well, I hope that does happen because we don't want him to go to Miami. and you can obviously see
Dallas?
why.
Dallas,
Tony Pollard and Jonathan Taylor. That would be
that's even a bigger fit, but it's just weird letting Zeke go and then going to get him. But Jonathan Taylor is a better player for that money.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, wherever JT goes, it's not going to top the duo of Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook, though.
Oh my God, Richie, you turning into the delusional TD, ain't you?
Oh, what's a better running back duo than Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook?
Stop lying to yourself, man.
Please let me know.
Stop it.
Name one.
Richie.
Name a better duo in the NFL.
They don't list them this way, but Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuels would be 10 times better.
I'm talking running back duo.
Yeah, but they're considered both running. The way they use them
running back, system, 1-2 punch. Run
the way
game.
They use them in that system, that's what it is.
That's what he brings up. See, that's when you know that there's not a better running back duo.
The Patriots got a better running back duo.
You think you take Stevenson and Zeke over Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook?
Yes. Why not? Ramondre Stevenson.
Why not?
All of them. Ramondre better than all of them.
Bruh. Oh my God. Breece Hall is so much better, but I know that he got he's gonna prove it, man. He's gonna prove it.
Man, our running back's better than y'all's now.
You're right. You don't have one right. Michael Carter's better than your running backs.
Most are better than y'all now. Ockman about to eat this year, man.
Bro.
But Jonathan Taylor coming. He's coming.
Yeah, you need Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, we got him. We got him. Give me 48 hours.
Why can't you just admit that the Jets have the best running back duo in the NFL? Because it's
because why wouldn't you just admit Tua was the best quarterback in the AFC East last year?
When he was healthy, yeah, he was playing the best quarterback play.
He was the best quarterback in the AFC East last year.
When he was playing, I'll say it again. When he was on the football field, he was the best quarterback in the AFC East last year.
He was the best quarterback in the AFC East
when he was playing.
He was the best quarterback, period.
And Breece Hall was the best running back in the AFC East when he was playing.
Was Tua the best quarterback in the AFC East last year?
He was better than our quarterbacks.
He was better than Josh Allen
too.
He was better than that bum Josh Allen too, and y'all know it. Y'all just don't want to get that man his props.
I mean, Tua was leading the MVP race early on in the year, and then he got hurt.
Best quarterback.
But this is the year to prove it all, man. This is the year to prove it all. Tuna Fish fans are delusional. We're all delusional, if we're honest.
Look, he got a Garner Wilson jersey hung up. 2 overrated players. Come on.
2 Rookie of the Year honors. 1 first-team All-Pro.
Put an Aaron Rodgers jersey up and you'll get some credibility. Yeah, you're rocking the one-hit wonders, bro.
Do you realize how many look, we got these 2 people to be excited about. You bring up Aaron Rodgers. How about this big fella just over my shoulder? Look at that guy. Oh, what about
Who
him?
is that? Quinnen?
Cue ball.
I mean, he's the guy. He's the best player on y'all team.
And isn't it cool how he's the best player on this team, which I agree with, and like no one talks about him? Like Sauce, it gets all the hype because of his personality. Garrett gets the publicity. Rodgers is the quarterback. But Quinnen is just sitting there with a big smile on his face, being so funny just by being him. And he's the best player on the team.
It ain't a sexy position, but he is definitely the best player on y'all team.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He is definitely the best player on y'all team. He's unstoppable.
I know, man. It's exciting stuff. Somebody in the chat said, Richie, are there still tickets? I would love to come week 1. Nikki, there are still tickets. Nikki, if you can email us at the AFC East Roundtable, I will send you over the information for week number 1. We do have, I think, 1 or 2 tickets left. Just put the Gmail in the chat, Nikki. So please, if you're interested in coming to week 1, email the AFC East Roundtable at gmail.com. And if you guys are also already going, say you're going to week number 1, guys, you're a Jets fan, we are doing a tailgate, and you guys can come to the tailgate party. So, yeah, let us know. All right, Nikki, I'll get back to you on the link to purchase tickets. I think we have 1 ticket left. We might have 2, but I got to go double-check some things about that. So, TD, this was fun, man. It was always a pleasure to be live with you. I think we should do this more often. Screw Dan and Tyson. We don't need those 2.
I mean, that team's bums anyway. That bum Josh Allen. And Dan living his best life. He in the Keys right now stunting on people.
Yeah, he's stunting on people. Dan's turning into turning into a new man. You see this? What he's tweeting and putting on Instagram?
Yeah, I saw him on TikTok stunting on people. I'm in the Keys. Where are you? And all this and that. I'm like, oh, man. I can't wait till he cry when that bum throw 3 picks week 1.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. Tickets are way under 500. 260. 260 for the tickets. Jet it out. My authentic Rodgers Sack Exchange jersey is ordered and coming. We'll take a pic of it in profile just for you, TD. Let's go.
Yeah, put that up. You have some credibility, but Sauce and
That's the future.
Garrett,
Gardner and Wilson is the future studs.
Overrated. Watch.
Yeah.
You'll see this year. You'll understand.
Okay, I know that you're saying Sauce is overrated, but do you think Garrett's overrated too? Or is that just a Sauce thing?
You know what?
Come on, no lie to these people.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
because I'm gonna be honest with you, because I've been comparing him and Waddle, like both of them 17, and I'm looking at the way they play, man. I gotta see this season. I want to watch both of them this season because I've been comparing both of them. It's interesting. It's unfair to compare because Waddle's been in the league a little longer.
Yeah.
But man, I'm just comparing those two. I'll just leave it at that.
And there's another 17 that Garrett's trying to model, and that's Devontae Adams. Let's go. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap up the show here. Thank you guys for tuning in to the first ever episode of the TD and Richie party. I guess that's what we're gonna call it. I don't know. But yeah, maybe we'll do this more often throughout the show. If you guys liked just special with just us two, maybe we'll do these more often. Maybe it'll be TD and Dan next, me and Tyson, or vice versa. We'll maybe get just duos out there. We're spicing up the channel this year, guys. So make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you guys for hitting that like button so Glenn can gift out those 10 memberships. And folks, we'll see you Monday night for the episode 3 of the Monday Night SmackDown.
Oh, one more thing before we leave, Richie. Everybody in the chat, listen, even though Dan isn't here, we just make sure, if you learn anything on this channel, Josh Allen is trash. He really is. Just remember that, all right?
I give a big shout out to Patrick, Dolphins fan, admitting Garrett Wilson is AB and smaller Justin Jefferson. He knows it.
Ain't nobody admit no AB. Now, that was blasphemy. I just compared him with Waddle, but don't be sitting there, AB. You talk about it. Wait, what do you mean AB? Antonio Brown? Man, y'all better stop. Y'all get out of here with that mess. Antonio Brown in a whole different league.
Yeah, that's where Garrett is headed, baby. Let's go, Jets. Peace out, everybody.
Stop that, man.